Now let's move on to the numeric data types, okay? Because you have seen the int, but you have not seen the other ones. And there are a few ones that you need to know, especially one of them, because if you don't know the difference between two numeric data types, you are probably going to create many problems, many bugs, and you're going to make many mistakes in your programmer developer career. All right, so pay attention now, because the smallest difference can turn your life into a mess when you are coding professionally. Okay, so let's take this age out of here, let's put here, and let's get this data type. You already know how to do this, right? So let me call this file, and we are going to see that the age that has the data 30 is an int, all right? So int is basically an integer number, all right? So this age you can see right here, that is 30. 30 is an integer number. Are there numbers that are not integer? Yes. And for example, this number can be a score. A score, for example, is not only 7, 8. No, score usually has floating points, and this is what you need to know. All right, so there are numbers that has floating points like scores, prices. When it comes to numbers in programming, the numbers must be accurate. Your numbers cannot be rounded, right? In some situations you can have rounded numbers, but honestly, most of the situations that you're going to face coding with numbers, the numbers must be accurate. All right, so let's put the score here, 8.7. This is a floating point number or a float. Okay, so let's get this data type. Let's pass score here, print type score, and you can see that this guy is a float. Age is an int, score is a float. Okay, we have the complex data type also, is a numerical data type. So for example, financial goal, my financial goal is 1 billion, for example. So 1 E9 plus 0J or J0, I believe that is 0J. This is how you say 1 billion in complex format. When you study numeric computation, you are going to see these huge numbers, or artificial intelligence, machine learning. Anyway, in the future we're going to have full courses about these subjects, but for now let's stick to the basics. And today you need to understand this, that there are many ways to express and to write numbers. This right here is 1 billion. Okay, so if I get this data type, we can see that this is a complex data type. And again, for now you are probably not going to use the complex data type. You're probably only going to use the int and the float data type, and there's no problem with that. But it's good for you to know that the complex data type exists, right? Especially nowadays that we are living in the age of AI, that the industry expects for us as programmers, as developers, to know how to code AI, to create AI. So get used with the existence of the complex data type. This, a couple years ago, was not a data type that a Python course would introduce for you in this stage that we are right now. But I'm introducing this data type for you because I know that this is going to become usual, trivial. This is going to become like a basic data type for the new kind of programming that we are joining in the next years, right? So basically these are the numeric data types, okay? So don't forget to train your eyes and your feelings to get the difference when you are talking about a floating point number and an integer number. An age is an integer. A score is a floating point. Okay. A price is a floating point. A height is a floating point, right? It's not an integer. But leave in the comments some examples of integer numbers, okay? So these are the numeric data types. These are some of the real interviews that I recorded to show you how real companies interview developers from inside. Use them to prepare for real interviews and get the job of your dreams. Go to matosacademy.com or click the link below.